Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to welcome you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. An absolute pleasure to have you here with me today. If you're a Trump supporter or you don't believe in tarot, don't worry about leaving a comment. I haven't had any trolls in the last couple of days. I'm just putting the little reminder out there. But if you are a Trump supporter, don't believe in tarot or spirituality, don't bother with a comment. I know there's probably half a dozen of you that just do an automatic thumbs down on my videos, but that's fine because you're interacting. It means that they keep getting presented to you. And you do put few little coins few shekels in my pocket. So thank you very much for doing that. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is how are the jailed insurrectionists, what is there, about 1,000 of them or something, 800, 1,000, feel now that Trump had publicly admitted that he lost. He's now backtracked on it, but he did publicly admit that he lost. But, oh, goodness me, Trump's also declaring that oh, well, here's the insurrection itself, the devil inciting and the insurrectionist as I split the deck using my trip and wait tarot. Google it if you're interested. It's not available at Amazon, but you'll be able to find it out there. So he admitted that oh, goodness me, secrets coming to the surface, lunacy, you name it, swamp being exposed. He admitted that he had lost by a whisker, and then he's backtracked on it, but he's out there saying he won the debate, and therefore he doesn't need to have another debate because he won it. Yeah, right, no. Um, and then he's going, oh, and the polls say that I won it 93-3. That doesn't add up. And oh, I won it from 70 to 62. That doesn't add up either. Just his math is not very good. Math is not a strong suit for him. Oh, he is feeling very, very embattled after this debate. But that's not my question. How are the jailed insurrectionists, those that went to prison for him, how do they feel? How did they feel? How do they feel now that Trump publicly came out and admitted he had lost the 2020 election? How do they feel? Sitting in jail. He had promised them that he would pay their legal bills. No, he didn't. He had promised them that he would pardon them. No, he didn't. So they've lost many of them, even those that didn't go to jail, lost their jobs, lost their relationships, lost their homes, lost everything. So how are they feeling? Those that lost and those that have been convicted now have criminal convictions. How do they feel now that Trump publicly came out and said that he lost the election? I actually feel quite sick to my stomach when I'm stepping into that energy. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. How do they feel? Oh, get that down a little, get that right. How do they feel? Well, emotionally, Page of Cups, something unexpected out of left field, but it's also Hogarth's, talking to a stinky fish type thing. It caught them unexpectedly is what I'm getting there, is the energy. Emotionally okay, thank you. What I'm really getting is they don't quite know how to feel. It's in that extraction from the cult feel, but they're not really sure how to actually feel about this because they lost everything for Dear Leader. And Dear Leader has come out and said, well, you were suckers, weren't you? So, okay. Oh, and here is Dear Leader himself. The second signifier there. I'm doing an energy spread. How do they feel? They don't know how to feel. They feel it's caught them unexpected. Okay. It's caught them unexpected. They had devoted everything. He had been saying for, 4 years that he'd won. And all of a sudden he said, well, actually, I didn't. And they had chained himself to this toxicity. These are the signifiers. This is where they are here and now. They have the ability now to unchain themselves, but they have to do it willingly. They're still to some degree chained to this. He didn't really mean it. Oh, just feels really bizarre. The energies behind the scenes. Well, there's the Emperor, there's Trump himself, and there's Jack Smith, the prosecutor. Trump sitting on his orange throne. I'll just say his orange throne. It's not golden anymore, it's orange, with patches sewn onto his knees, thinking that he's all that in a cup of tea, to quote Linda G, or peppermint tea, which is what I drink. Still dictating, but he's a lot poorer for it. He's in a lot poorer position, but he thinks he's still got it. He thinks he can still bring it. King of Swords, sword of truth, sword of prosecution. Could be Jack Smith in the about to bring forward. When does that start? 26th of September, I believe, that Jack Smith will be bringing forward the information that has gone through a secret behind-the-scenes grand jury and then altered given the SCOTUS ruling, and has gone through another secret behind-the-scenes grand jury. No leaks. Notice there's no leaks in this administration and in this DOJ, not like the previous Trump DOJ, leaked like a blimmin' sieve with nail holes in it. And the grand juries have decided that the evidence is strong enough to actually go to trial. 26th, looking in a fortnight's time. Okay. The energies coming out of this behind the scenes are his supporters, still rallying around him. They're not quite sure what to make of it. So that those that jailed and lost everything, it's just cult. They're determined to still back their guy, but they were the sacrificial lambs. They were sacrificed for him. Some of them are starting, when this Jack Smith information comes out, it's going to really seriously change the perspective. So we've got this surprise out of left field. However, Trump's come in and then started denying it again. There's still the support of him. Oh no, that was just leftist media making stuff up. Oh, well, aside from the fact he's actually recorded saying it. But once this Jack Smith information comes out, it's going to be quite a different story. They're going to realise that they were sacrificed. How are they feeling? The karma hanging over them? They made the decision. They had a decision to make, a moral decision to make. And they've ended up with their ships foundering due to a lie. An obvious lie. They believed in these two swords left in camp. It was just a lie. The outcome, we've got the star of hope and healing, pouring the soothing balm onto the physical and the emotional and spiritual. The star with the blue, love that she's blue. It is the end of the oligarchical legacy. The grumpy old man is going to be left as the youth step through the archway. Trump's legacy coming to an end in the face of this harsh truth that is coming forward and going to bring closure to the January the 6th insurrection. It's going to bring a completion. Ships are going to be brought into harbour, and it is an undeniable message that will come forward about what went on in the past, hidden agendas. And we've got the DOJ here, the DOJ bringing forth the hidden agendas of the past. Right. So what I do get from that, I do feel that okay, I'm going to ask with a Celtic cross. I'll leave you down for the moment. But yeah, when the Jack Smith case, the Janet Chutkan case, not Janet, Tanya Chutkan. I don't know why I get Janet. Anyhow, I'll say the Judge Chutkan case is presented, doesn't need to go to trial, but there will be an awakening that they were duped, that they were lied to, and they will have a choice as to whether they continue with that lie or whether they move, accept it. Trump's legacy coming to an end. Okay, so show me the outcome for the majority of the jailed insurrectionists in regard when the got throughout when the Chutkan case hearing, when the Chutkan hearing starts, how are the jailed insurrectionists majority going to feel? Well, yeah, they had chained themselves to this toxic devil. It's going to be a tower moment for them. Collapse of their belief system is what I'm getting. On the base, we've got the Ace of Swords, the truth, the legal system cutting through the crown, bringing about a new beginning. Yeah, it's for the majority of them, when the Chutkan case starts, it's going to be a crumbling down of what they believed, what they held on to, what they thought was important to them. At the foundation, it's the messaging is just a chaotic burden for them, and it's going to bring an end. Because, yeah, here's this, it was the karma hanging over them. They had a moral decision to make. It was their choice to listen to it, to fall for it. And in doing so, they wrecked their future prosperity on the reef, crowning this reading, all for the sake of a lie. The immediate future is Knight of Pentacles. It's usually my mercenary actions. See where this goes. A plan being formulated. I think this is more slow and steady progress forward. Reliability, dependability, bringing forth the information about the decision that needed to be made. And this, to me, externally, this is the hearing, the plan, the planning going forward. Internally, how are they going to feel? Betrayed. That they were wounded and shoved with their back up against the wall. The messaging that they believed in has failed them. Hopes and fears. Ace of Pentacles. Their opportunities, their money literally dripping through their fingers. The outcome. They're not going to like what they hear. It's going to bring about heartbreak, feeling of betrayal. And that's going to be Trump's legacy for them. And it is the end of a legacy. We've got this Ace of Swords, the truth piercing through. The fool, the foolishness of giving themselves away to the lie and supporting the lie. The scales of justice are going to come, and they are going to end up with mere pennies. It's not a good outcome. However, yeah, they're not going to like it emotionally. and it's going to be as feeling as though they were betrayed because they believed the lie that this dude bought for them. And it's going to be an emotional crumbling. I'm just drawn to the fact that this is underwater, and water is all about emotions. Not all of them, but I think the majority of them are going to realise that they lost everything to a con man. And I can't help but feel, I know it was their own choices, but I can't help feel pity for them. Obviously, they were a vulnerable element of society, and they got sucked in. Okay, loved you all. Take care. Bye bye.